we are live. It's Lessons for Life, along with
The world
World
for you.
for You, especially for you. Fresh from where are you at the moment, Sash?
Iraq.
Sakomako, Makoshi. That's a little bit of my colloquial dialect for you. You look like you're in Iraq. Over here in the UK, sadly, David Cameron has got cancer,
Oh,
and
one another.
Nigel Farage is refusing to apologise for racially bullying people when he was young. He's a bit older than you. I hope he wasn't in your class. Let's have a listen to him. Where is it?
Racially abused fellow pupils when you were at school? No, this is 49 years ago, by the way. 49 years ago. Have I ever tried to take it out on any individual on the basis of where they're from? No. At school, categorically on the record, you did not racially abuse fellow pupils. I would never, ever do it in a hurtful or insulting way. It's not quite the same as not doing it. It's 49 years ago. It's 49 years ago. What difference is the time? Isn't it? I just entered my teens. Can I remember everything that happened at school? No, I can't. Have I ever been part of an extremist organisation or engaged in direct, unpleasant personal abuse, genuine abuse, on that basis? No. You're not quite. That's very, very caveated. You're not quite ruling this out. The question is, did you ever racially abuse fellow pupils in school? You've caveated it with a hurtful way. Not with intent. What do you mean not with intent? I don't understand what you mean by not with intent. What does that mean?
Jay, I can't see your face on the camera. Is it meant to be that way?
Don't worry, you'll see me in a minute. I'm hiding.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Wow. So Nigel never ever did it in a hurtful way, but do we think he was racist in school? I imagine he might have been, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Is there such a thing as being racist but not in a hurtful way?
Well, there's some people that say they're not racist because they have one black friend.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not racist. Some of my best friends are racist. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. So, how's the travels? Where have you stopped off along the way?
Um, I just came from Cuba.
Are you really in Iraq right now?
No,
Because I
I'm
wish you were.
aiming. I'm
That's
aiming
that's the
for
goal.
Yemen, these places next.
Because I see things on your channel, and then it's from 6 months ago or a year ago. You travel so much, it's hard to keep up with where you are. Whoa! Can you hear that? Just heard a weird noise.
Yeah.
Was that you? If
No, it sounded.
if anyone wants to ask Saj a question about how he's dressed or where he's been, the number is in the description of the. Not in the description. It's in the title um, of this video. If anyone wants to give us a call, I will put you straight through, and you can speak to Saj, aka World for
After
You.
seeing the president of Venezuela dance, I feel like going to Venezuela.
Who is the president of Venezuela?
Maduro or something. What's his name?
Ah, yes, yes, very good. And do you know what Venezuela means?
No.
It means Little Venice, because the people that first went there said it reminded them of Venice in
Deadly Miss
Italy.
666. Let's go.
Deadly Mist 666. Is that a satanic name? If you want to give us a call, the number is on the screen. And Kagan London is here as well, who looks like a Barcelona fan, if I'm correct.
I think Deadly Miss might be one of my people from Mexico. I think. Deadly Miss, let us know where you're from.
It was
I sent
just
him a link.
Day of the Dead in Mexico, right? Talking of all things scary and satanic.
Forget about Day of the Dead. The most recent thing was, did you not see the anti-government protests?
I didn't see. Uh, who are the opposition in Mexico and what do they want?
Oh, it's Alonso. I thought it was. Um, Alonso, fill us in with what happened. You can chime in the live chat. He was there. Alonso was there. It was basically like a lot of corruption going on with the cartel, and the president of Mexico is affiliated with them. And the people are sick of it. Going back to the 43 missing students in,
Wow.
I forgot the name of the town. But
Who would have thought there'd be a corrupt government? I'm
yeah.
just trying to pull your page up. I want to alert everyone to a scam that's going round. To be aware.
Mm.
On the top, that is the genuine
Ah.
file for you. Ignore this knockoff underneath with one subscriber and 8 videos. That's not world for you. Okay? Look
To
for the
be
smile.
fair,
Look for the smiling face. Unless that's your backup account, is it? We've all got an L for L uncut.
no, that was probably there before me. So, to that one person subscribed to that one channel, you're the underdog, but I'm
One
ahead of you in the grade.
subscribers, and they've got a video from 2 years ago with one view. I could double
So,
the view
Deadly
count.
Mist has said right now there's a lot of protests in Mexico. Can we get through? Oh, no, I don't know if he wants to, though. But is there
Unfortunately, two is the limit. Unfortunately,
Ah,
unfortunately, two is the limit. The that's the Day of the Dead. This is not great for showing clips, but just to give them an idea. There he is.
all roads lead to
All
Rome.
all that and more on World for You. I'm going to leave it playing in the background so you can get the watch time hours.
Can we talk about the current racial tensions in the United Kingdom? It's
On-
getting more and more.
Only if you sing can we talk and then say racial tension. Like that, our old theme tune that we had to get taken down because of copyright.
Can we talk for
About
a
racial
minute
tension? Yeah, of course.
about racial tension?
You've still got it. Do you, do you
Liam
think
Hennessy.
do you think there is racial tension at the minute
It just
in
keeps
the
getting
in the UK?
bizarre and bizarre. I keep blocking it out, trying to filter it off the algorithms and stuff. I don't want to see it. I'm more of a liberal than a right wing guy because I'm more about people, whoever they are, whatever they are, type of thing. I don't like cut people out. Like the right wing have their own kind of agenda, and they say that the lefties are very aggressive or whatever. But at the end of the day, at least the lefties, they're literally like looking out for, well, they're more worldly. And me being the
Well,
world for you.
worldly for you. Yeah, I get it. So you would subscribe to liberal values.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm in the middle, I guess, but it's kind of like a lot of LGBT, for example, have been fighting for Palestine.
Yeah, finally. I mean, who could not when we saw what went on and what's still going on now?
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Alonso.
There
Oh,
you
how
go.
kind is that? We're getting that one like.
True support out there.
So Alonso's a content creator from Mexico City. His channel's called Winston Vlogs. He's actually taking a break from it for some reason.
Okay.
He told me.
It all we all have to take a break sometime. It can get a bit intense. Constant.
Liam Hennessy, chime in. What do you think about if you're from the UK, or even if you ain't from the UK? What do you think about mass immigration? What do you think about? Yeah, what do you think about?
So mass immigration. Well, I'm going to pose a question. Mass immigration.
Is that what it is called? Nice live. Oh, thank
Yes
you,
or
Winston
no?
Vlogs.
Uh, okay, done. Let's see. So there should be a Q&A in the. Oh, something went wrong. I don't know. It said I could start a Q&A. Are we into mass immigration? Well, look, you travel the world. You must believe in open borders, right? Oh, this is
I
Kasif
mean,
Hanif. My dear friend in the chat has given me a book on Dhuhul Qarnayn, and I haven't read it yet, but I have made the intention to read it, and inshallah I will. And that's a good reminder to me. This gentleman, Kasif Hanif, who's in the chat, he's written a book all about Dhuhul Qarnayn, who is this
oh yeah, Egypt.
apocryphal figure
Yeah,
mentioned in the Quran of
yeah, yeah,
mystical.
yeah,
It's a leader. He's a leader,
yeah.
and there's a lot of mystery around his name and what is the meaning of his name and who he actually is. I did start to read your book, and I will go back to it, and I will, inshallah, put a review up. His book is available online as an ebook if you're interested in your Islamic history and Islamic knowledge, really. Dhuhul Qarnayn, the one of two qarn. Some people translate qarn as horn, and some people say it relates to two ages. Some people say it's a reference to Alexander the Great, or maybe some other great leader. We don't know.
Winston Vlogs. What do you think about the situation in your respective country? When you say situation, do you mean like the protests and the tension? So the country right now is quite divided, as many countries, well, let's say the UK and the US, for example. And I feel like sad about it, to be honest. I feel like, why does it have to be this way? Every time I'm in the UK again, traveling around, just being here, the energy, yeah, even though I'm not, well, I am kind of close to it physically, but it makes you feel like a place that you once called home is now like a war zone.
Yeah, it's tough times. If you're anyone familiar with Melanie Phillips, this woman on the screen, another politician in the news for questioning Palestinian identity. She's made a speech in New York, of all
Um,
places. Let's have a little listen to her. She is a strong um, believer in her opinions. Let's put it that way. There we go again. I think that the
Why is all this happening? Well, I think that the Palestine cause is absolutely central. The Palestine cause, as we all know here, is based on nothing other than the destruction of the Jewish state, but more than that, it is also based on stealing the Jews' own history in the land from them. But the Palestine cause has become the cause of causes in the West, which of course is in the business of destroying its own core values which come from Judaism. No coincidence. In my view, the Palestine cause is a form of holy war, Islamic holy war, and it is a Trojan horse for the Islamization of the West. By adopting the language and the moral inversion of the Palestine cause, the West has bought into the agenda for its own destruction at the hands of Islam. This is a death wish by the West. And if you have a death wish, you cannot fight a death cult, which is what the West is facing in the forces of Islam. It cannot fight it because it no longer knows what it is. The West no longer has the
I
will to
know
defend
when
itself because it no longer knows what that means. And insofar as it ever knew what it means, it has tried to destroy it by telling itself that the West is to be hated.
The West. Okay, so um, Islamists hate the West apparently, and she's portraying the Palestine cause very much as an Islamist cause, which wasn't the case for so long. It was a secular Arab nationalist liberation movement. It became Islamist when the secular and nationalist movements failed, when the Soviet Union collapsed, and people in the global south, should we say, had to look elsewhere for their support, for their backing, and it became, or the Islamist element of that cause
I don't like that
came to the
word,
front.
man.
Which word's that?
Islamist. It's very offensive. I've
Well,
never liked
how else can you describe the more Islamic radical? We're trying to avoid
extremists
names. Well, the Islamic resistance versus the secular nationalist resistance.
because the thing is, like, Islam is the religion, and when you say Islamist, it sounds like I don't know. I feel like it's like, is there such a thing as a Christianist or Jewish? Oh,
Well,
I saw a
there's Zionist. What is Zionism other than Jewish nationalism? Although Islamism isn't a nationalism. Don't know. What? Yeah. Do we need a new word for it? How
Well,
would you describe?
Alonso
I'm trying not to
said
mention
it's
the
the best
specific.
live ever.
Oh, thank you, Alonso. And he's seen a lot of lives. Um, I'm trying not to use brand names, if you know what I mean. But
I can't.
how do you
I can't.
describe Al Rider, for example, or
Al
or
Raida.
or Dices? I'm trying to use the fake knockoff name to not get the live flagged. But how do we refer to these groups without calling them Islamic extremist? What word would you prefer other than Islamist?
Um,
Are you uploading
just
videos while we're doing the
extremists.
live? I'm getting notifications from World for You.
Really?
Uh, Mexico City, culo es muy grande.
Oh no, that's a
He's
very.
he's uploading
You know
while
what that
he's on the
means?
live. Well, let me work it. Let me break it down. Muy is
Kulo
very
means.
very big. Something is very big.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Culo. What is culo?
Oh, look at Alonso. I love Islam. They have a. So let me tell you about Alonso whilst we're here. Interesting story. He's Mexican born and bred.
Okay.
Um, being born in Mexico, you usually get subscribed to the Catholic ideology or religion, but he doesn't. He doesn't subscribe to nothing. But his sister got married to a Muslim guy in Dubai, of all places,
Okay.
and Alonso took a break. Alonso went, oh, we got 2 new subscribers. Thank you, Alonso.
Much appreciated.
And he said that he took a break. He never knew about Islam until he was introduced to Islam through his brother-in-law.
Mm.
And we're gonna get him on the live one day anyway. But from his own words, he said to me, uh, he was fascinated by the culture and the ethics and the morals and the religion. Even though he himself is not a religious person, he was fascinated by how things were conducted and how everything was just he has a huge respect. I put him on my channel before, a couple of times. He's talking, and he's similar age to me, and he basically, um, even in the video, in the interview, he's constantly like glorifying or admiring Muslims or the religion of Islam and how much it's impacted him, would from what he saw as a non-believer in another country. He felt like he was treated like family and he loved it. So when he talked to me, he naturally had a liking anyway based on Islam and how much he respected it. So talking to him, being friends with him, part of being friends with him was kind of based on just his respect for my faith.
And he remains a Christian, or he's
No, he's not. He's not a. I mean, the 666 should have given it away.
okay. Here we go. He's saying, I was born into a Catholic
Ah,
family, then converted to Christianity at 18, but currently I consider myself agnostic,
wow.
how I
Good
believe in
man.
Almighty God. That's
Agnostic,
it.
I respect. I mean, I
The,
thought, I'm glad he said that because,
the humility
um,
to say that I don't know. Gnostic, from gnosis, knowledge. When the doctor makes a diagnosis,
agnostic.
he or she is saying they have knowledge of what's wrong with you. Sometimes they're wrong, but that is what diagnosis means. A Gnostic, the Gnostics, we've discussed them on this channel uh, a lot. Our dear friend who sadly passed away, Owen Keeling, was big on Gnosticism and these people that were seeking knowledge and wisdom. But to be an agnostic is to admit that you don't know, and I think that's very humble. Even it's mentioned in, I'm sure, most of the holy books that you will never truly understand God. You can try to draw close to God, but you will never truly understand God. So I think being an agnostic is a very humble and good path to start off on and go wherever your heart takes you.
I think with
This
religion as well, it's so much out there. Uh, so much different types of religions and beliefs and even ideologies that ain't considered. People don't consider Judaism a religion. They say it's an ideology. Well, that's what I heard.
well, let's hear Sarah Horowitz, who recently spoke at the Jewish Federation. This is a supporter of Israel, and she touches upon that subject of are Jewish people a religion? Is it more than that? Let's have a listen.
Barita.
Wrestling with a category that our ancestors in Europe made 250 years ago, where as we transitioned to modern nation states and they wanted to get secular jobs, go to secular universities, they kind of had to reimagine Judaism to fit in. Right? You couldn't just be a Jew. You need to be like a French person of the Jewish persuasion, a German of the Jewish faith. So we kind of reimagined Judaism as a Protestant style religion, which, look, it worked really well for us. 250 years, very successful. The problem is, we're not just a religion, right? We can all reject every aspect of Jewish religion. We're still Jews. Nor are we a race or an ethnicity. Jews are all different races and ethnicities. We are a nation, civilization, tribe, peoplehood. But most of all, we're a family. And so, if you are a young person raised in America who thinks Judaism is a Protestant style religion, then the 7 million Jews in Israel are merely your co religionists. So, like, if my co-religionists, I look at them, and if they're not practicing my religion of social justice and certain prophetic values, then what do I have to do with them? It would be like telling a mainline, very progressive Protestant in Berkeley, California, you have to care about that Pentecostal in Brazil. It doesn't make sense. But that's a category error, right? The 7 million people in Israel, they are not my co-religionists, they are my siblings. But I think if you think of them as merely your co-religionists, it's very easy to slide into anti-Zionism. You don't necessarily.
So, from her perspective, A
Mhm.
Jewish person in New York and a Jewish person in Tel Aviv are bound by not only faith, and even if one of them is practicing the religion and one is not, they are bound by, well, what? She said it's not a race, it's not an ethnicity, it's some kind of identity. I was at Speaker's Corner last Sunday, and one of the regular Zionists, he's a very pleasant gentleman. He stands up on his block every week. He's got his opinion, I've got mine. And I said to him, "What is a Jew?" And everyone laughed. And he goes, "Oh, well, don't be silly." I said, "What? I don't even know what a woman is. Never mind what a Jew is." And he goes, "Well, you can be Jewish by faith, or you can be you can be born into it." I said, "Oh, it's like being a woman then. You can be born a woman or you can become one later in life." But this idea that, well, what does it mean? In what sense is this the Jewish state then? In religion? In ethnicity? In what? And another uh, guy that I used to speak to quite a lot down there, Joseph Cohen, uh, again, I get on with him. He's polite to me. He's been always been very respectful, but our views differ greatly. I said, what are if the Jews are not a race and not a religion? What are they? He said, well, we're a people. We're a people. I said, and can you give me an example of another people? And he paused for a moment and said, probably some of the Native American tribes.
Wow.
So that's how he sees his identity when it comes to being Jewish. And you could be Jewish not necessarily as a religious person, or not necessarily as a race, because you could be any different race. But he said there are people like the Native Americans.
So you remind Alonso of Varg Vikernes. Could you bring him up?
Of who? Of Varg Vikernes.
Who is this? Sounds like a
I'll have to.
Russian.
I'll have to look him up. Adam Levi's is saying the homeless guy again. Who's homeless? I don't know.
Adam Levi is me. I'm homeless.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. So look, if anyone wants to phone up, I'm still. I did take a call a couple of weeks ago. I'm trying to get a better system for phone-in radio style. That's why I was going without the face, because I think people listen more.
Varg Vikernes was
You know.
banned from YouTube. He's from Norway.
Oh God. Oh, like we
That
don't want to get
sounds.
banned. We don't want to get banned from YouTube. Okay.
It's not that guy that was the Quran burner, was it? Let me see. I don't
I,
know.
ho- I
Sounds
hope
like
not.
someone like that.
I hope not.
Let me bring him up. All right. Well, you stay there. I'm gonna check him out on here. I'm curious.
All right. Saj is going to find out who we've got as a lookalike
Guys,
competition.
these live streams are free fall. It doesn't mean we're just talking politics. You can talk
Yeah,
about anything in
we
the
don't have
chat.
to talk about politics.
We're just getting, we're just socializing, really. We're just doing this for fun. Oh, look who
Yeah.
came up on my screen.
Oh, there you go. He's also banned from YouTube, probably. Oh dear.
Let's get him up. Varg Vikernes. If he's banned from YouTube, let's see if he comes up. Probably not. Varg. I love that Venezuelan president.
Yeah.
Oh, this is him. Apparently, you look like him.
Oh, there you go. Well, facial hair. If I grow it a little bit more.
Yeah, he does resemble a bit. He talks about Putin and Trump. I guess he's not banned. He's still here.
Yeah.
Talks about Christianity. Urinamos. What's Urinamos? Urinamos. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Wow, he looks quite aggressive.
There's been a
Hello,
lot of
guys. Harpreet Singh. Wait, hold up a
Harpreet
second.
Singh.
Harpreet Singh.
Who
That's a
said that?
flash from the blast.
Have you
Flash from
got
the
that on the
blast.
screen? Oh, Harpreet Singh. No way.
Yeah. I
How is
see. I
he?
told you. You guys
How's
thought it
he?
was me. How
How's he
can
in
it
the
be me?
chat and you're there at the same time?
Well, I
Harpreet,
see.
how are you doing? He used to phone me up and people used to say that he sounded a bit like you. I never heard it myself. Um, here's the doctor. You remember this doctor? They tried to lose her job because she spoke out
What,
for Palestine. Do you want to have a listen to
what
her?
do you think about what do you think about gentrification?
The gentrification of where?
Well, it happens.
Of
It's
London.
happening a lot in Mexico City right
Is
now.
it? Who are the rich people moving in? Rich
The
Mexicans.
gringos, as
Agree.
always.
So would that be white Americans?
Pretty much yeah, pretty much white Americans. I think since Trump second term,
Really?
a lot of
So
people are leaving.
is there a population exchange going on then? Because Trump claims you've got Mexicans pouring in over the border. He wants to build the wall, or he used to want to build a wall. He hasn't mentioned that for a long time. And then you've got white Americans. What are they leaving because they said, "Oh, I'm not going to stay in America with Trump as president." Is
Um,
that the is
it's
that the
probably
logic?
just a combination of things. I mean, the problem here though is like I interviewed which you guys can check out on my channel. I interviewed a couple of guys about gentrification, Mexican guys, and their argument is that um they don't care much about it, but just respect the cultures and values and all of that. So one Mexican guy said he went to a restaurant and they've refused to have Spanish menus. They made
Oh, really?
English
They
menus
want
just
English.
for the
Yeah.
gringos
Okay.
because that's where the cash is. It's capitalism.
In Mexico, is there any difference between people who are mainly of European, Spanish heritage and people that are mainly native indigenous? Like, do you get people that are identifiably indigenous and wish to be known as such? Or is everybody pretty much mixed and mestizo, as they call it, I think?
You have like yeah, so you have you have like indigenous people from Oaxaca that they just camp out in tents and
Oh, wow.
always got beef with the government, always got an issue with the government, like protesting and stuff or whatever.
And do they
Um,
retain their original languages? Or they speak
they
Spanish now?
think so. Their culture and their dress and their ways seems like very traditional. There's always, I think, there's a vast amount of rich amount of culture and heritage in Mexico, specifically being so big and going to different parts. You will see different types of people, although they eat the same and behave the same in some ways. It's just my dear friend Saj, what do you think about punishment in the Middle East? Oh, do you mean general punishment? Like, do you mean like if someone steals and they get their hand cut off? I mean, let's go by that. I would say it lowers people trying to like do things. Who's Rick Grimes? I've heard of that name.
That's another face that we're going to have to Google now to see if it looks like you. Or
Yeah, so punishment in the Middle East, even some British people have even said, well, they don't agree with Sharia law, but they would talk about that in specific about stealing and be like, yeah, well, we should have that in England. No one would steal then if they get their hand cut off. Rick Grimes, here he is. Who's this meant to be? Doesn't
Walking
look like
Dead
me.
actor, apparently.
Mhm. Rick Grimes. Walking Dead. I don't know. He is the Walking Dead actor. Yeah, what about, why did you reference him, Raynor? Do you want us to watch him? But going back to the punishment, like for example, Singapore, guys, Deadly Mist, Singapore, if you spit on the floor, I think you get like 3 years in prison.
Wow.
Yep, it's a sign of disrespect.
Is that where chewing gum is illegal? Am I right about that?
I think so, yeah. And then Indonesia, some people, another Muslim country, someone got caught and Deadly Mist is funny as hell.
Your friend is a very good-looking man. Maybe he punished a lot of beautiful ladies. Are you the friend, or am I the friend? I think you're the friend.
No, he's not about you.
Nah,
Now
you
you
get a
get a
big
big
fine.
fine. Oh, a big
Harpreet
fine
Singh.
for that.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe I was wrong, but I thought it was. Oh, okay. So in America, if you jaywalk, cross the street without, red light, you can get fined or get in trouble for that. America's fascinating because so much states are so different rules, whereas we live in the England, it's like pretty much a universal law
Pretty
for
much.
everything.
There are sometimes subtle differences between England and Scotland.
Oh yeah.
They have slightly different law, and of course, we need to know the difference between law and legislation.
Well,
A lot.
Harpreet Singh, China has a death sentence for drugs, no tolerance at all. I'll be going back to China, guys. If you're interested or curious about Chinese travel next year, probably around March, God willing, April, March, I'll hit those
Fantastic.
streets of China again. I'll show you guys a whole different world, man.
China, where they have the was it the credit score,
Oh, the
social
point
credit?
system.
Yeah, the point
Yeah.
system. I've heard different things about that. Heiko Ku from Speaker's Corner, who is a China expert, he is very dismissive of the people that say, "Oh, social credit system in China, you won't be able to do anything." He makes quite a strong defense of the system over there and how they're actually a lot freer than some of the Western countries that are preaching against China.
I mean, guys, if you think about it, the whole world, which is the perfect place? Every country has
Yeah,
something
exactly.
bad
There's
about it, something good about it.
nowhere's got it completely right.
I mean, Dubai. Everyone's going to Dubai, right? For example, from England especially. But they also got a bad human rights problem with
Yeah, and
South Asia.
they are funding, the Emirati government are funding the
Genocide.
the genocide in Sudan. Yeah,
What?
yeah, that's who's behind that.
Why
The
would they? If this is a thing, even as a so-called Muslim country, and Sudan's pretty much Muslim country as well. It's crazy. You seen how broke we are? We can't do much here either. Yeah, dude, 941024. We can't even afford crisp packets. Stop the boats, Riley. I mean, that's
Which
kind
boat?
Starmer's responsibility, you know. I've been watching a lot of auditing programs recently, and they've been really going towards the hotels now and provoking and all of that. The way I stand on that is it is it is probably an insult to to anyone born here, especially maybe homeless or whatever, where they need somewhere and then someone comes from abroad and gets somewhere straight away. I guess that's the argument there.
That's a fair point. Harpreet Singh has nailed it. Sudan have the biggest gold reserves in the world. Is that right? Don't forget,
Mm.
Sudan was the biggest country in Africa before it split in two, and you've now got South Sudan, which
Oh
is
yeah.
actually a separate country. And apparently that was because Sudan decided to sell all of its oil to a country that Sajid's been to, China. So that could be the reason behind that. I remember George Galloway mentioning that. Government
So
waste is an issue. Our systems are incredibly outdated and inefficient.
dude 941024. I don't want to spoil it because I made a whole video describing my experience in Cuba. But there's one thing I took away from Cuba, which was my most recent trip. Um, this might sound crazy to you guys, but it's true. The average wage a month. Have a guess, guys. What a Cuban earns in a month.
In dollars,
Yeah.
or okay, in US dollars, so dollars.
I make it easy for you. It's not two digits. It's literally one digit.
No way. I hope that
It's
digit's
between
nine.
0 to 10.
I hope it's nine. What is it?
$6.
Bloody hell. But what can that afford in Cuba?
Milk.
So how are they living then? How are you working all month and drinking milk?
Apparently it's cheaper for them to smoke and drink. Apparently, sad as it sounds.
Wow.
So, for
This,
example, a doctor, a professor, whatever,
mm,
no one is hitting past $100 a month.
wow, that
But the
bad.
$6 a month was a recurring figure and theme in my head. So everywhere I was going, everyone was telling me the same thing. So it was kind of like they basically the milk was the main issue there.
Is
Like
that
there was a
is that
guy, he walked me home. He gave me a Fidel Castro book
wow?
as
Was
a
it
gift.
pro Fidel? I hope.
Yeah, yeah, pro.
George
Someone very
Galloway
proud of Fidel.
wrote a book about Fidel, the Fidel Castro Handbook. I've got a copy of it somewhere.
He walked me
Signed copy,
home,
I
this
think.
guy, and I had a pizza in my hand. I was gonna save that pizza for tomorrow morning.
Oh wow.
And he walked me, kept reminding me that the neighborhood's bad or whatever. And then when we got back, he said, I don't want money and I don't want nothing. And I was like, wow, really? That seems strange. You walked me for that. And then he was like, I just need milk. But milk here costs $4
For a pint.
or $5. And he said, can you come with me to the store? And I was like, oh man, I don't really know. Because I don't know if I changed money or was about to change money. So I was already,
So
I didn't
out
know if
there,
I could put.
you've got the Cuban. Is it peso? What is the
Okay,
currency?
so the exchange rate is crazy. So it's like w- €1 in the airport. Yeah, see, dude, 9 4. I looked it up. It's between 16 to $25 on average. I told you.
There you go.
Um, we'll get to Harpreet. We'll get to your point of view in a second. Let me just quickly. Yeah, I agree, dude. 941024. Um, so what happened was, what was we on about? Oh yeah. So If you change €1 in the airport, you get 140 pesos. So what can you get with 140 pesos? Maybe like a small bottle of water, little things here and there. Um, but not much. Maybe one banana, something like that. But here's the trick. You change your money off market and you get 380. Look at the difference.
Wow. So there's a different place to exchange it, like black market.
Black market, you're meant to
And
do
you,
it like with someone from their house or on the street, not at the airport because the rate is just incredibly more. So I was eating for like $3 to $5, kind of things like that.
wow.
Um, the idea of communism sounds great, but people say that the corruption, not corruption, but it gets manipulated. For example, the current, everyone loved, well, not everyone, but a lot of people said they loved Fidel. They said he gave them food vouchers. And with the food vouchers, they had good food, fish, meat, eggs, everything included in a card, monthly or weekly or whatever. This guy, who's actually, I think he's Fidel's brother, so they said, I don't know.
Yeah, Raul Castro. That's correct. Raul
And he's done
Castro.
nothing apparently. Like
Just
he's
sat
just
there.
left them to rot. Seems like
Dear me.
sad. Mohammed Shah, hello. Don't they
Well,
do milk in bags there? I think they do. I think it's kind of like Asia where they have milk in bags.
milk in a bag. Do they put the missing people on the carton?
No, you know
Something
what?
that never happened.
They have powdered milk there, from what I could remember last time. I didn't try any milk out there this time, but um, it's crazy, man. Wait till you guys see. I'm gonna post up a lot of things on my channel. You're gonna really see Cuba. And the thing about me is, I'm not on the beaches and stuff. I'm in those real old streets where people are walking around topless and no shoes and gritty, grimy, but the safety there is absolutely amazing as well.
Yeah,
Here
check
in
it out.
Canada, you can get milk in bags too. Oh, Harpreet Singh, whilst you're there, so you live in Canada? What's the racism going on with Indians in Canada? Break it down. That's hitting a big, 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 big topic there.
Yeah, there are a lot of. I assume he's Punjabi. A lot of Punjabis in Canada.
A
Not
lot
sure.
in Vancouver, Toronto, and
Yeah.
everything. But some Indians are sick of Indians as well. It's like Indian on Indian hate.
Shall we put one more clip? If people are blaming immigrants here in the UK, we were talking about the race war. This
Why do you
gentleman
think
just.
in hot climates it's not good? Is it because it just feels like it doesn't hold
Well,
fresh?
it was the British that brought milk to India, if I'm correct, and or brought introduced it as a drink, like they're putting it in the tea, because the Brits would put the hot tea in their cups and it would smash. So they had to pour milk in there to cool it down. Apparently, drinking milk in a tea was an alien concept to the Asians until the Brits started doing it. But then
Apparently,
that
drinking
tea,
milk as an adult is not even good for you anyway. Apparently, I don't know. You're
it's
meant
not
to.
great. It's not. It's not great for the cow either. Let's have a listen to this gentleman.
They have a very simple argument. The economic problems that you face, they are real. Your wages really haven't gone up. You really can't get a GP appointment. Your energy bills are really going up. This is genuinely really bad. And it is all the fault of Muslims, migrants, and minorities. And they present that as an economic argument. Of course, there's a dog whistle, and sometimes much, very loud dog whistle towards racism. But the main argument that they're putting forward is an economic argument. Now, the reason why that's doing so well is that argument is up against the Labour Party's argument, which is no, actually everything's fine and it's getting better, and all you need is more delivery. It's the kind of Sunak-Starmer continuity government delivering nothing apart from polling numbers to reform. In
response to that, you need from the progressive end of politics, and Zach Polanski has started doing it, and it is doing it very well. You need to have a very simple argument, which also happens to be the truth, that the reason why things are getting worse for the overwhelming majority of people is because those at the extreme top have taken everything. And you can show that in the wealth of billionaires, in profit levels, in what multinational companies are doing, in profits of energy giant. The right and the centre, they want things to not particularly change very much. Of course, they will like people with different coloured ties to have ministerial boxes, and they like their pet projects to go more in this way rather than that way. But the fundamental coordinates of society, they want to maintain the same. Now, the centre think they keep them the same by sort of just going, yeah, everything's fine, we'll just keep on going. And the right think they have to or the further right keep everything the same by deepening and intensifying existing inequalities. But then if you wish to change that structure, it's not just a question of engaging on the level of political communication, which of course you have to do. You have to do it on the fundamental level of power. And the fundamental level of power that ordinary people have, the only one that we really have, is to organise together in trade unions, tenants unions, community organisations, whatever it is, to build up power, to take on the entrenched power that the tiny few have.
There you go. So he's very much on the left. We all need to get in a trade union and unite like they do in Cuba. Google Chrome is saying brought milk to India. What a load of bleep. Yeah, didn't you know? Milk was introduced by the British to India. They didn't have cows.
Was it?
Yeah, apart from the fact they've been worshipping them for a couple of thousand years. It was, of course, the British that introduced milk in the tea. Not in the country, in the tea. But what is the difference between condensed milk and evaporated milk? Because I always buy the wrong one when we try and make the karak chai at home. I always forget which one it is you're meant to put in the tea. It's not the sweet one. Because you can add sugar yourself if you want. Do you drink a chai, Saj? A masala chai?
Nothing.
Are you that sort of
You
tea
don't.
drinker?
I drink green tea occasionally with
Do
honey
you?
and very raw, no sugar, no. Canada does not have a legal
I,
immigration.
for some reason, I thought you never used to drink tea at all. Were you
Pretty
not a
much,
tea?
yeah.
You were not really a tea drinker,
No, not a coffee, not tea. Wa-
or
wa-
nor a coffee.
Water. Oh.
Water.
Canada does not have a legal immigration problem. Most of the people that come here through some programs, but the government were not fully successful. When you say adjusting the numbers, you mean that they're getting rid of the people, right? Is that what's happening? Because I go on YouTube and I'm getting ads saying immigrate to Canada. How much space is there over there?
The algorithm is it knows what you want to do.
I wonder where I will want to end up one day. Oh. One thing I do want to go back. So when I went to Cuba, at first I was like, "What the hell?" and I felt like running away. No, not what the hell, but I felt like, "Ooh, little things. Internet doesn't work properly. Silly things like that. Um, Sanctions and embargoes on food. Hard to get food and all of that." So, what was I going to say? So it's just after a couple of days, I started to get used to it and realized, you know what? This is a challenge, but let's see how this goes, type of thing. You know, it's good to sometimes step out of your comfort zone and see what the hell you can be able to challenge yourself with. They are adjusting how many work or study permit they will issue, which will be fine. Are you happy with that, Harpreet? Chime in how you feel about that, being an Indian yourself that lives there. Do you prefer to have loads of your people around, or do you feel like, There's too many of us. How does it affect you? And how does it affect your future and your family that you may want to probably invite over? Because Indians like to be in a close knit community. Dude 94, Maya asked you, as this is my first time discovering you, fellow. Really? Wow. Well, welcome to the channel. I don't know how you came across it.
Where have you been?
You fluked across, and here you are. You're stuck on the
You've struck gold.
Lessons for World show. Um, we usually it's kind of like we start off. I know Nagatia Toa said politics is boring. I know what you mean. It is, but it's kind of all over the place now. There's always something. Far right, that's politics. Far left, that's politics. Government, immigration, racism. All of this is what what's happening right now. So we're talking about currently world affairs. I would love to talk about happy things, but if you look around you, everything's just madness. From the burqa lady in Australia. I don't know if that's hit you guys' radar yet, but you know.
No, what happened in Australia?
Oh, you don't know yet?
No.
Huh? So a far right woman politician stormed into the. She had a case against like.
Yeah. The parliament was chaos because a woman in a burqa put it on and stormed in.
Yeah.
Is that right? Let's see if we find the clip. So what
I
was
saw
she
her.
trying
I
to
am
make a point?
divided. Dude 941024. Tell us a bit more about you. You're new. Do you subscribe to any faith or belief? Yeah, that's the chick. It's just a madness. Um,
Wore a burqa in Parliament to protest against the Senate's rejection of her bill to ban the garment in public. Well,
yeah.
okay. So she wants it banned, so she wore it.
So, dude, it starts off. I refuse to subscribe to any faith. Okay, I respect that.
What about any
You.
channel?
Yeah. What about any channel? So, dude, what do you guys? I am Irish English. Which country do you live in? I've been to. I've kissed the Blarney Stone.
Oh, there
If you're
you go.
Irish enough to know that, or are you an Irish that's kind of like those American Irish that just Irish by
You should have the
what do
gift
you
of the
call it?
gab.
Fentanyl or heroin?
Oh dear me.
Fine. I swallowed it. Swallowed what? Huh? It's getting confusing in the chat. But what I was saying to dude 941024, you asked me about this so-called show or whatever. It's kind of like we just message each other, and then one of us says, "Hey, you want to go live, kill some time or whatever, see what people are saying." And today has been quite a remarkable crowd. 21 solid sold out crowd.
Capacity. What do you think is the best night to live stream, Saj, if we make it a regular one?
I think we've tried on the weekends before, but today is a Monday, and
I
if
used
it's
to
just,
do I used to do Monday nights. I kind of try to make it regular, but
or maybe in
I
the middle of the week where people are maybe like a Wednesday or Thursday. I wouldn't say the weekend to be honest, because people.
my favourite radio show back in the day used to go out at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night on Talk Sport, and it was the best. Tommy Boyd on the Human Zoo, where he would just open the phone lines and let chaos ensue. Anyone could phone up and say anything. You had people playing music down the phone, playing clips from films, doing
What years
impressions.
was this? What years
This
back
was
in the
the year
days, right?
2001 to
Oh man,
2003.
I
There's
believe we're the
never been a
last of
better
a
era.
beautiful generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were definitely. We may say sound biased, but so much things have just disappeared.
Well,
Like I remember I won a competition on Cartoon Network.
Wow.
and my name was distributed on teletext.
You were you were famous on teletext.
Teletext was internet before internet. Teletext was
That's
Facebook
amazing.
before Facebook.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I
then they gave me free chocolate every week. They would send me another a candy bar or
wow.
something. Oh, wow.
I hope that was legit and not someone you met
Weekends
online.
and Fridays tend to be really competitive. Well, dude, I don't know if you're oh, teletext, dude is riding with us. Dude, I don't know if you wanna once we get this is just practice early stages, demo versions of draft pilot shows. We got no preparation. He's got a mic. I don't. I never carry a mic. I should. It's been the story
Professional.
of my life. But
Yeah, but
you're more than welcome to be the third guest, whether it's through text in the live chat, or we would love to see new faces on the screen. We're all about open debates, pretty much,
the
about
trouble
anything.
the trouble is to get a third face on the screen, I'll have to go through StreamYard, which I can do, but it's just
Yeah.
not as it's not quite touch of a button. So
Uh,
for now, it will have to be. I think a phone, but the phone number. People could leave a voice note if they want, and I'll just play it without checking
yeah.
it. That the uncertainty, I think, is what makes it exciting. And there's something about that Sunday night slot when you've got school in the morning or work in the morning, which we all
What do you
feel
the
like
guys
we
think
do.
about gordos? You know who gordos are? I'll let you try and figure that out.
Gordo. Is
Yeah,
it a
dude
fat
nine
person?
four one zero two
Fat
four.
person.
Follow Lessons for Life on Instagram and follow King of All Browns, all one word, which is me. If you have it, I don't really use Instagram at all. I should to promote my stuff, but I can't. I don't know why. I just don't like it. But yeah, no, he didn't call you fat, dude. 941024. He's asking a general question about gordos. Gordos, Julian, if you don't know, is
Does
fat
it mean
people.
fat? I thought yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know why I
So
thought that.
Mexico City has an obesity problem to a massive extent. Um, some people claim that the American influence has hit. Like there's hamburgers, hot dogs, pizzas. These things are way, way more common now, whereas Mexicans tend to eat, tacos and burritos and all that type of stuff.
Shall
But
I,
now it's
just for the benefit of our friend here, shall I flash up your Instagram page?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If he wants to. King of all Browns.
If it,
Oh, the
if it,
world for you. Is it gonna show on this my channel?
have you got
Yeah.
World for You on Instagram? Followed by Rizzo. Rizzo
Ooh,
or
the world for you should
OBH.
have its own Instagram page. Maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, you should have a backup.
It's true, a backup.
And don't forget to follow Rizzo, who
Mm.
we could have been hanging out with at the weekend.
Sharing the night together
His
forever.
his his greatest hit.
Oh man, I don't have Insta. I can't be asked with a lot. Yeah, see, me too, dude. That's what. That's why. How old are you? Are you like? I'm 36, so you're probably like, I don't know. It doesn't matter how old you are, but basically, I'm like that now as well. You got all these apps, social apps, just to chat. Or I told Julian to get Telegram the other day.
Yeah, which I do have on a backup phone somewhere. I'll
So
try and dig it up.
Alonso, Deadly Miss 666, was the guy responsible. Any of you guys in the live chat that want free apps, premium apps, YouTube Music, all of that good stuff, premium and free. Hit me up or hit up, yeah, hit me up and I'll show you the. You can get them on Telegram,
and
basically.
it's all legit. Nothing to worry about.
It's all legit stuff.
Well,
31.
we didn't hear from Triple T tonight. I don't know where he is.
Deadly miss. Yeah, you gave me the hack and I ran with it. I love that hack. I love the fact that I don't want to be paying for apps. So to me, it's like pretty awesome to have apps that I can just have forever. I'm just annoyed that I didn't know about it before. I usually know about this stuff. So yeah.
I'm gutted.
Oh, dude, 941024 is 31 years old. Oh, we're all in our 30s, man. That's pretty cool. We're old men now.
You guys are still young. I'm in the over 40s bracket now. Don't forget.
I thought, oh, I met you when you were 30. I feel like
I
you
know.
still are.
We've spanned a decade already.
Saj, you can monetize given the access to Telegram chat. Huh? You can monetize. Interesting. I look at. I am still young. Don't do that to me yet. Hey, dude. So where you said you're living abroad? Give us a clue. Let us guess where you're from. What does your country have that? What's it recognized for? Let's play a game. The Telegram chat for X hacked apps. Oh yeah. It's true. Deadly missed.
Saj, I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. I wish I could leave you in charge, but when I go,
Where are you living now? Yeah, where you living now? I know you said you're Irish, but was you born in Ireland and where you living now? We're gonna wrap it, guys, but
we'll wrap it up as soon as
let's
we find out this guy's exact address and postcode.
sharing the night together.
Born in Ireland. Ah,
I
very
wanna
good.
say Kerry, Cork, maybe.
Living in Spain.
Living in Spain, what made that choice? Madrid, Barcelona. Oh, speaking of Spain, haven't they got a big gentrification problem there? Protests and stuff. Big protests. People are sick of foreigners. Probably, yeah, sick of foreigners, man. I love the live chat tonight. You guys have done well. I'm proud of you. You're the live chat babies.
Brought it to life. We brought it to life.
Tourism protest. It's more to do with, yeah, tourism protests. I think they were sick of tourists, but I don't know. Tourists help the economy, right? Shouldn't you promote it? Gentrification, different, but tourists.
Right,
Okay,
Saj,
it's more than just tourists.
I'm going to wrap it up, but we'll do it
Alright,
again. Maybe on a Sunday night next time, but I'll give you a shout tomorrow
alright,
anyway.
guys. Thank you
Guys,
guys for your
thank you for joining.
enthusiasm in the chat. I really appreciate it, and
It's been a pleasure.
we'll see you on the next one.
We were
Peace.
here and we're gone. Latest.